smoke, drink.
How long were you?
No
You don't smoke anymore, bro?
No.
That's good.
I feel great.
Yeah, no.
And everything that I asked for, I'm getting. I feel good.
Bitch, please. Who are you fooling?
If I be honest, when I walked in Pastor Mike Church in Tulsa,
yes, transformation.
Yeah, transformation. I was tingling because they was doing praise and worship, and it was like security kind of in my way a little. I went straight to the front. I looked at them but I just like, Lord, let them move out my way. I gotta go to the front.
Right.
And I went straight to like the front, and I could just feel. That's crazy. Okay.
Could keep going.
I know. That's so cool. I love a praise and worship. Okay. Right. Enjoy the warmth of my presence shining upon you. Feel your face tingle as you bask in my love light. Yeah. I delight in you more than you can imagine. I approve of you continuously, for I see you cloaked in my light, arrayed in my righteousness. There is no condemnation for those who are cloaked in me. That is why I abhor.
I hate. I don't like.
That is why I hate the use of guilt as a means of motivation among Christians.
Chrisean has been open on social media about her spiritual journey, frequently sharing her experiences with prayer, Bible study, and her commitment to living in alignment with her faith. She's also attended worship services and connected with influential Christian leaders like Pastor Michael Todd and Ty Tribbett. However, people are often reluctant to let others grow, especially when someone has a troubled past. Chrisean Rock's story reflects this truth. While she has the complicated history, she's shared openly about her trauma, including the abuse she suffered from her older sister.
I remember when I was 7, you made me eat your pussy. I remember that too.
You said what?
Chrisean has also bravely opened up about being a survivor of childhood sexual abuse. 1 in 4 girls and 1 in 13 boys will experience sexual abuse before the age of 18, according to the National Sexual Violence Resource Center. For survivors like Chrisean, this abuse leaves deep emotional scars that can affect their mental health, relationships, and overall well-being. Research shows that childhood trauma, particularly sexual abuse, significantly increases the likelihood of developing substance use disorders. 60 to 80% of individuals with substance use disorders have a history of childhood trauma, including sexual abuse. The effects of CSA can be long-lasting, leading to a range of emotional and behavioral issues, and often making the path to healing much more difficult. Chrisean's experiences are not just a reflection of personal pain, they represent a broader, painful reality faced by many survivors, especially those from marginalized communities. Despite her efforts to heal, Chrisean continues to face intense public scrutiny. She has been subjected to criticism for things like her parenting and personal decisions, including people complaining to her church, multiple calls to CPS, and even a petition against her with nearly 1,000 signatures. While people may question her decisions, it's important to remember that healing is a process and it's often messy and uncomfortable. And I'm going to read y'all the response that I guess the First Lady did to the person who sent a subject about Chrisean showing medical neglect. And they say, "Good morning. I understand you all have some concerns pertaining to Chrisean and her son, Chrisean Jr. Thank you for making me aware of the subreddit. We are here to support Chrisean and her child in any way that we can as her family here in Oklahoma. On behalf of Chrisean and Chrisean Jr., we would like for the calls to DCFS to stop. I have spoken with Chrisean and DCFS, and we have made arrangements to take Jr. to a pediatrician to address any concerns and to put everyone's mind at ease. We are constantly praying over Chrisean and her child, and we know and believe that God has the final say. God has already forgiven her for anything harmful she may have consumed during pregnancy. I hope you all will do the same. God bless you." So again, a lot of this has been concentrated to Chrisean's public life before pregnancy, her alcohol consumption, and whatever other consumption people believe she has had. a lot of people have blamed her and said that because of her decisions to use narcotics or alcohol, whatever she may have used, basically contributed to the lack of development of her child. And people have made this presumption through the video she's posted. People have made biased statements towards her child. Some of it has been concerning. I know like a lot of people really do care and want the child to do better. But I do think that in general, when people try to change, people should let people change. And I will say that Chrisean also is someone who has light skin privilege, arguably pretty privileged, depends on how you look at it. And I do think that people forgive her often. But like recently, Chrisean has really seemed like she has been trying to change since she's been released from prison. And she has had an ongoing battle or a journey with her Christian faith. And it seems like she's trying to do the right thing and she has a support system around her to help her.
I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I feel bad for Chrisean Rock and Blueface Kid. I done seen some hilarious jokes about it, but ever since Chrisean posted that video of little bro jumping across the bed, I feel like it's kind of going left. It feel like everybody focus is trying to get their funniest joke off, but the focus need to be on Chrisean Rock. It's really crazy because over a year ago when she first got pregnant, I seen a whole bunch of people telling her, hey, you need to chill. She was still partying and drinking, doing whatever she wanted like she wasn't pregnant. And you know what her supporters did? Y'all encouraged her. This was y'all in the comments. Oh, stop assuming y'all don't know what's in her cup while she's in a section standing on the couch with a cup in her hand and a bottle in front of her. Y'all need to leave her alone. She's smoking because she's stressed. Huh? Then she give birth to a cricket and everybody want to wipe their eyes out and look and oh, what happened? All jokes aside though, y'all going real hard on little bro and it ain't time for that. It's time for the people who was going so hard for her in the beginning to go hard right now and hold her ass accountable. For like 4 or 5 months, her and Blueface completely ran the For You page. I know y'all remember that. I'm talking about every day was a new clip of them doing something outrageous. And y'all was just telling us, oh no, mind y'all business. Let them do what they gonna do. Where y'all at now, bro? It's radio silence.
Another bottle. I'm just gonna get on liquor. Yes, I can. I can abort the child tomorrow. It won't hurt.
That was Chrisean Rock. She was Blueface's girlfriend, and there's a lot of video evidence of her drinking alcohol throughout her pregnancy. And it wasn't just a glass of wine here and there. She was drinking bottles of hard liquor. And a lot of people were justifying her behavior, saying that she had to be drunk to endure the abuse that she suffered from Blueface. But you cannot justify drinking while you know you are pregnant, choosing to stay in an abusive relationship, not using contraception when you know you don't want a baby, not using Plan B, not getting the abortion when you knew you were pregnant. My theory is that by the time she found out she was pregnant, it was too late to have an abortion, and maybe she just kept drinking, hoping that that would abort the child. So she had the baby, and a lot of people were speculating that he has fetal alcohol syndrome because of the small eye openings, the eyes are wide apart, small head circumference, developmental delays. But upon further investigation, he actually has Cri-du-Chat syndrome. Cri-du-Chat syndrome is caused by a partial deletion of chromosome 5, so they lose all these genes and proteins that are necessary for normal development. And morphological characteristics include small head circumference, high forehead, wide eyes, small jaw, low set ears, weak muscle tone, so the babies look really squishy. Most notably, these babies have a high-pitched cry that sounds like a cat meowing, like, and this is because the tissues and cartilage around their larynx, it's a lot softer. It kind of blocks the airway, so it's a lot higher in pitch. This is Chrisean's baby. These babies have developmental and neurological delays. They typically don't hit those milestones at normal ages. They understand speech better than they can produce speech, so it's recommended that they learn sign language. This is a spectrum disorder, so symptoms and severity varies, but you could also have congenital heart defects, constipation, premature graying hair, problems with the kidneys, cleft-lipped or palate, short stature. 10% of babies die with this syndrome, and it usually occurs in the first year of life, The rest can live on to normal age, but their neurological and social skills don't go past the age of a 5 or 6-year-old. Chrisean occurs in 1 out of 50,000 births, and I definitely think Chrisean's drinking played a role because alcohol consumption can lead to chromosomal abnormalities like missing or damaged segments. So here you can see on the 5th chromosome, part of the segment, the smaller segment, is missing. This condition is diagnosed by karyotype analysis, so they take a sample of blood cells or skin cells, look at it under the microscope, look at the chromosomes, and see if there are any broken or missing arms.
I don't think Chrisean was ever ready, equipped, or in a good space to ever become a mom. But to be a mom and be a mother of a special needs child is way out of her league. I don't care what she's trying to convince us that she has become. Do I think that there's a difference? There might be a change in her? Sure. Do I think it's enough change? No. Do I think that she has the proper support around her to really reach to that level? Also, no. Every time I see that baby, I get so sad. Sad for what's happened, but more especially sad for what is to come or what could come, but like still hoping for the best.
This is to the network where Chrisean Rock and her baby are doing a show. Why is the baby's face blurred out? Is it because the baby doesn't have a work permit and you're using that as a loophole not to adhere to laws regarding children on TV shows and reality shows? Is there a trust being put aside for that baby? Because normally faces are blurred out when it's just like a person walking by on a TV show, a reality show. They don't really have much to do with the show. You've had that camera in the baby's face. How much? And you just blur the face out?
For Black women, particularly mothers, community is vital. Black motherhood has always been a source of strength, resilience, and love. But too often, the emotional and mental well-being of Black women is overlooked. We must shift the narrative around Black motherhood. Rather than only seeing Black mothers as caretakers or survivors of hardship, we must recognize their right to heal, make mistakes, and find peace on their own terms. Black mothers are not just survivors. They are entitled to thrive, heal, and grow. Chrisean's story in many ways reflects the broader struggle that many Black women face. Society often focuses more on their mistakes than offering them grace and support needed to overcome their struggles. The constant cycle of judgment and public scrutiny only heightens the difficulties of healing. Yet it's important to remember that trauma is not a reflection of someone's worth. It is a product of their circumstance. Healing, especially from deep-rooted trauma, can take time, and people deserve the space to grow. Black mothers, despite the odds, have the strength to overcome anything, including addiction and hardship. Our resilience is not defined by our past, but by our commitment to a better future. While Chrisean's journey may look messy or difficult to some, we must remember that healing is a deeply personal process that can be rushed or forced. With time, support, and grace, it is possible for anyone to heal, just as it's possible for Chrisean to continue her growth. Perhaps the best path forward to her is to focus more on her personal development, accepting the support of her church community, and stepping back from the overwhelming public scrutiny. Healing can be a lonely process, but no one should have to do it alone. So that's what I think about this subject overall. What are your thoughts? Let me know down below, and thank you so much for listening to Books and Looks TV. I'll see y'all next time.